Hey everybody, Don Georgievich here with Job Interview Tools, and today I want to teach you how to manage your time a little bit better so you can get more done in the day and feel better at the end of the day. Have you ever felt completely exhausted at the end of the day, but when you look back on it, you never got anything done? Yeah, me too. And then you promise yourself that you're going to get that same stuff done tomorrow or next week, but you put it off again and again and again. But keeping up that vicious cycle of never getting anything done really takes a toll on you. It's not good for you. It's not healthy, nor is it productive. In fact, it just creates more stress in your life. And who needs that? So if you've ever heard the phrase time is money, then you have some idea of the concept of time management. But by effectively utilizing your time will keep you from getting burned out and you'll just feel better every day. So today, I want to show you how to start managing your time like a pro, both at home and the office or wherever you work. And I'll give you the tools and the techniques that will allow you to conquer each day while getting more done in less time, if that's possible. But if you have a really cool boss, she'll recognize your newly found efficiency, and then she'll only have you start working half days. Or maybe she'll just give you more work to do. Hey, but at least you'll be able to handle it. Either way, you're going to be in good shape. So before you can start managing your time, you first need to know how you're spending your time, which means you have to start tracking or auditing your time. And I'll tell you, this is the part that nobody likes because it takes effort. And this is where most people, they just quit. And they continue practicing the art of doing less in more time instead of getting more done in less time. But just like getting your financials in order, you need to know where you're at before you can improve anything. So I'm going to show you how to review your daily schedule so you can see where your time is going now, and much of it is probably wasted on distractions and interruptions. And this is really the key to managing your time so you feel like you got something done today, which is really a great feeling to look back on and feel that you accomplished something. So to get started, there's two ways to track your time: manually or with some technology. But I would recommend grabbing an app like Clockify, Desk Time, or Rescue Time, and I have no affiliation to any of those, so it doesn't matter to me what you use. But what these apps will do, they'll allow you to track individual tasks like meetings, emails, breaks, phone calls, interruptions, YouTube surfing, whatever you want to track, you'll be able to do it in this app. But like I said, the hard part is documenting your time. But I urge you to commit to doing it at least for a week. Just commit to doing that and then do it again for another week and do it until it becomes a habit. And document everything. Even if you spend half your day watching cat videos on YouTube, document it. You might be surprised, and probably not in a good way, about how much time you're losing every day to just simple distractions and interruptions. Now, the other way to track your time is manually, old school way with Excel. That's still somewhat electronic, but anyways, here's what a simple time management spreadsheet looks like. In fact, you can even download this one that I'm showing you right now if you want to, and change it around a little bit to match your schedule. I'll put a link to it in the description below this video so you can download it and start making some changes and start getting on track. But right now, your daily schedule probably looks a lot like this. 7 a.m., wake up, work from 9 to 5, go home, feed the cat, eat, sleep, and repeat. Now, if that describes you, you're not alone. But with a little bit of effort and commitment, you can create a daily schedule that allows you to make the most of your day so you end it on a positive note with a feeling of accomplishment instead of one of frustration. So, after you track your time for a week or two, you should start to see patterns of where you're spending your time on productive things versus unproductive ones. And it's completely okay to have unproductive tasks. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're not a machine, so you're not going to operate all day long at 100% efficiency. And doing stuff like email, answering calls, or just general house cleaning tasks are part of the day. But you don't want to make them the main thing or put off the main thing so you can clean out your desk or watch another cat video. Stephen Covey is known for saying the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So in a nutshell, that's really all you need to know to progress through life and get things done. But on any given day, you should have 3 main things that you need to get done, and then 3 or 4 little things. Any more than that, and you'll instantly succumb to overwhelm, and you'll end up getting nothing done. But here's the key to getting it all done in one day. Work on your biggest tasks first and commit to getting those done before you work on anything else. Don't do the easy stuff in the morning and save the bigger stuff for the afternoon. That doesn't work. And since you're here watching this video right now, I'm guessing that you might have already tried that. You might have been down that path. So you know that saving the big stuff for the afternoon just doesn't work. But what you want to do is assign your tasks to time slots. And this allows you to stay focused. And it's the key to eliminating those sneaky social media distractions. Now, the next thing that you want to do is create a block schedule. So you're simultaneously batching similar tasks together. So instead of checking your email and calendar 30 times a day, you group it all together into one slot. And maybe you only check your email once every 2 hours, but that might vary depending on the type of work that you do. Now, for me, I close my email when I'm working on things, or if it's open, notifications are always off. So you'll never hear my Outlook email ding with a new message, nor my phone. I check my mail when I want to. But overall, batching your tasks to a specific time or day of the week will practically add hours back into your day. But just make sure that your timeline is realistic. So if you think it will take 45 minutes to finish something, give yourself an hour to have some buffer time. But don't go crazy or you fall prey to Parkinson's law, which states that work expands to fill the time allotted to complete it. In other words, if you give yourself an hour to complete a 10-minute job, you'll likely spend the entire hour doing it. And if you have a long-term project, like many of us do, you want to commit a certain amount of time each day to specific tasks and review your work at the end of each week, just to make sure that you're on track and that your timeline is still reasonable. And the last thing you need to do is prioritize everything. All your tasks should fall into one of these 4 categories. You have immediate action, which is important stuff that you'll usually commit to doing first thing in the morning. Then you have delayed action tasks, which is stuff that doesn't really have a deadline and no sense of urgency. And this is stuff that you work on after you complete your stuff from the immediate action category. And this one, the third one, is my personal favorite, is delegation. It's far better to hand work off to someone else. But everyone's not in a position to do that. But if you can delegate it, do it. And then the last action is deletion. Now, if you're like me, you probably have many tasks that just don't need to be done. And nobody cares if they're done. And they're probably taking up space inside your head, making it feel as though you don't have any time left. So take those tasks off your list. And just doing that alone, I guarantee you're going to feel a huge amount of relief. And that's really all there is to time management. Just find out where you're spending your time. Start batching your tasks, cutting out distractions, work on the biggest and most important stuff first, delay everything else, delegate it or delete it. But you have to do a time audit first, or none of this other stuff is going to help you one bit. Now, you might be saying, Don, getting organized is just way too much work. There's no way I can do it. I just don't have the time to get organized. Now, if that describes you, I'll share this with you. If the task fairy came along and just magically wiped out everything on your to-do list so you had a clean slate with nothing to do, I guarantee within 2 weeks, without a doubt, you'd fill up your schedule again to where it's unmanageable. You see, we have a certain number of unresolved tasks that we're comfortable with, but for most people, that number is too high, and it just stresses us out. I used to keep 100 unread emails in my inbox. And it drove me crazy. And I didn't start responding to them until it was over 100. Now, I've reduced that number down to less than 30 with an aim for 10. And now email isn't nearly as stressful as it used to be. But that's just one thing I did to manage my time. So don't try to fix everything at once or you'll fail. You don't eat a whale in one bite. You do it one bite at a time. So I'll leave you with one last strategy to get things done. At the end of each day, write down 3 things, no more, no less, that you'll commit to work on at the beginning of the next day and really commit to getting those things done before you do anything else. Now, if you do that and nothing else, I guarantee you'll start to see some results in your day and your stress levels will drop. You'll feel better about your work and you'll even have a sense of fulfillment. And if you're interviewing for jobs and they ask, "So, Don, how do you manage your time?" you'll be able to give them an impressive answer, just after watching this video. All right, my friend, that is all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if there are certain things that are stressing you out and you're just having a hard time controlling and managing your time, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to get notified every time I release a new video, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me understand the types of videos that you like, and that way I can create more of those. All right, my friend, that's all I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.